Hey YouTube, since I love doing DIYs, I'm always searching for new things to try, and I came across a video on how to make your own clutch purse. It seemed pretty easy, so I went to Joann's and picked up some supplies. Here are the things you will need. First, you are going to need fabric. You can pick different ones, different colors, different patterns. It's your choice. I use fleece, or you can use felt fabric. It depends. I use this for the inside of the purse. Next, you are going to need Velcro. This is for the closure. I prefer the ones with the sticky backs. I still hot glue it down though. You will also need fabric glue. I do have to advise that it does not work well on fleece or felt fabric, so you may have to hot glue gun it, and then you're going to need a hot glue gun. You will also need a pair of scissors and an old cardboard box. You may not be able to see it well, but I did mark it with a pen where I need to cut. I did cut my squares 10 by 7 inches. I didn't want a very big clutch because I did a previous one. I wanted a little smaller one. And both of your sections for the front and the back should equal up, just to make sure that the purse closes well and looks nice on the outcome. For the top piece, I did do it 6.5 by 6.5 by 10. If you can see, it's a triangle, so the sides are 6.5, but the base has to be 10 to match the other cardboard pieces that you cut out. Next, you will need to line your cardboard pieces up with the fabric that you plan on using. Mark where they are, so when you glue them and flip them over, they'll be perfectly aligned. I did space between the triangle and the first cardboard piece 1 inch, and then at the bottom between those two I did a 1/2 inch, but I did need to go a little bit bigger on both of those sizes because the outcome was fine. It's just kind of a little stiff because it's so close together. Be sure that when you're gluing it down that you kind of press it to make sure it stays. And then what I did was I measured the fleece or felt material behind, and then I kind of eyeballed it and cut it similar, but to match the cardboard, not the outside, because the outside fabric that you see on the trim is going to get folded over this piece. When gluing down this fleece felt material, I did use some school glue as a extra adhesive, just to make sure everything stayed in place. As I did state, fabric glue doesn't work well on this, so I used fabric glue first to put it down, but when I actually folded it over, I put hot glue around the edges to make sure that the outside fabric stuck to the fleece or felt like material. This is the outcome. I hope y'all like it. I did forget to put some of the videos in or to record, but I may make another one, but just tell me how you like it. I just realized that I forgot to record the piece where I did the side walls. The side walls are just to make sure your money, your change, or whatever you decide to put in here doesn't fall out. I just cut out squares. It depends on you how wide you want your purse to open, or how wide you want it to be. I didn't really measure it. I just cut out squares and folded it in half and hot glued it down, just to make sure my change didn't fall off. For those side walls, I did go all the way to the bottom to make sure like change doesn't fall out as well. I am still working on this project. I may add rhinestones to the front. I may add a button closure to the front as well, just to give it a little design, a little more stylish appeal. but all in all, I kind of like it. I did watch another video on how to add scraps to it, so I may do a whole nother one with using a different fabric so that I can show y'all how to add your scraps, just to take it from a clutch to a actual purse bag.